when a pregnant golden retriever was rescued from the streets and brought to an overcrowded animal shelter. No one expected her story would challenge everything the shelter staff thought they knew about dogs. But for Grace, a new and inexperienced volunteer, that dog named Luna would change her life forever. And when Luna finally gave birth, even the vet couldn't explain what they saw. It all began on an ordinary morning. Luna had been in the shelter for a week, and Grace, still learning the ropes, felt drawn to the calm, tired golden retriever with soulful eyes. But things were complicated. The shelter was understaffed, overcrowded, and struggling financially. And Luna? She wasn't just pregnant, she was struggling. The vet wasn't based at the facility, and the senior staff were hesitant about the resources needed for a higher-risk pregnancy. Some even whispered about euthanasia. That's when Grace stepped forward. "I'll take care of her," she said. She offered to work overtime for free just to make sure Luna survived. And when the shelter director saw her determination, he agreed. Luna was placed in Grace's full-time care. Grace brought Luna home to her small apartment. She didn't have much, just a mattress on the floor, a kind roommate, and a big heart. But she made it work. Each day, she bounced between her duties at the shelter and tending to Luna at home. She fed her, comforted her, and took her on short walks. But as Luna's pregnancy progressed, things started to feel off. The vet conducted an ultrasound and gave Grace an unsettling look. "These puppies, they don't look normal," he said. Grace blinked. "Not normal? What do you mean? I'm not sure." "They don't look like golden retrievers, or any typical breed. Be prepared for anything." Grace was stunned. How could that be? Luna was gentle, sweet, but she'd come from the streets, or what had fathered her puppies. As the due date approached, Grace took time off from the shelter to stay with Luna full-time. She set up a dog pen in her living room, lined it with blankets, and kept a baby monitor by her bed. Then, not to Emma, sudden, sharp cry pierced through the monitor. Grace bolted awake. It was time. Still in her pajamas, she rushed downstairs to find Luna panting heavily, her tongue out, eyes wide. Labor had begun. Grace whispered softly, "I'm right here. You're not alone." She grabbed towels, warm water, and tried to stay calm as contractions intensified. Finally, after 30 agonizing minutes, the first puppy appeared. But when Grace saw it, her heart stopped. White fur, black spots, a strange face, stocky legs. It looks like a cow," she whispered. And she wasn't joking. The second puppy came identical. Then the third, the fourth. Every single puppy looked like a miniature cow. Grace blinked. This has to be a dream. But it wasn't. By 4:30 a.m., all 7 puppies had arrived. Spotted, Strange, and somehow Dash, adorable. Grace sat on the floor, exhausted, staring at the bundle of odd little creatures. What had just happened? As the sun came up, Grace loaded Luna and her cow puppies into her car and rushed to the shelter. She didn't wait for opening hours. She was already there when the vet pulled into the parking lot. The vet stepped inside, glanced at the puppies, and raised both eyebrows. "Okay, that's definitely new." He ran tests, checked Luna, and then finally some answers there. "Healthy," he said. "But they were born almost a month premature. That explains the odd shape. But the spots. Luna probably mated with a Dalmatian. Those dominant Dalmatian genes can do some wild things." Grace's jaw dropped. "A Dalmatian? Are you serious?" "Dog genetics can surprise us," the vet said, smiling. "But what matters is they're alive and thriving." Over the next few weeks, the puppies grew stronger, their odd features filled out, their coats softened. And soon, they looked like what the vet jokingly called Dalmatian retrievers. 7 healthy, playful pups, each more adorable than the last. Every single puppy was adopted within 2 weeks. But Luna, she was older. She'd suffered on the streets. She'd seen too much, and Grace couldn't let her go, so she did. Today, Luna lives with Grace full-time. She joins her at the shelter, playing with rescue dogs, comforting frightened pups, and reminding Grace why she took a chance that day. Grace sacrificed her time, her energy, her savings, and almost her sanity, but she saved 8 lives. And she gained a best friend? Would you have done the same? Would you have taken a chance on Luna? Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed this story. Please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe to Pawthos, where love rescue. Second chances come together. Subscribe to Pawthos, where every animal has a story.